Good day, Squires. Hope you're all well, and welcome to the channel's first Mechwarrior online build guide video. Well, technically not the first. There was one that I uploaded before for a Warhammer. Some of you may have caught that, but I decided to delete it because the quality, specifically for the camera, was a little bit rubbish. So I decided to bin it and start afresh. As you can probably see, this is not a Warhammer. This is a Catapult K2, and the reason I thought I'd run this is because I've recently purchased the Platinum packs for the game. You've got the Platinum pack #1 for the Inner Sphere and the Platinum pack #1 for the clans. I've not run them all as of yet, guys, but from the ones I have run, I can safely say the Catapult K2 is my favourite, and is actually fast approaching my favourite mech on the game. I'm getting a lot of really good games out of this thing. So, speaking of the loadout, the idea was simple when I put this together. I thought I would try and get something that can apply as much damage as possible, at a greater range as possible, as quick as possible. So I wanted to limit the burn time of the weapons. So I thought I'd run 2 large pulse lasers and 2 ER PPCs. The reason I didn't want to go with quad PPCs is because they fire slower, you have to lead the target, and they also generate more heat. So I want to have a little bit of a mix here. So the ER PPCs, they still apply 10 damage each, and that will be applied instantaneously to the target as soon as they connect. So that's 20 damage, plus you've got the 11 damage from each of the large pulse lasers, which they have a very low burn time, burn duration, so you don't really need to keep on the target, and it limits the amount of time the enemy can torso twist. They don't really get much time to react to it. The damage is already applied by the time they start twisting. On top of that, we've gone with Endo Steel Structure. We have gone with an XL Engine 285. And we've maximised the armour on every piece other than the head, which we've gone with 9, and the legs, which we've gone with 38. Every other slot has been used up by a double heatsink because I wanted to make sure it just stays as cool as possible. Moving on to the skills. Oh, we're on the wrong end of the tree here. Let's sort that out. So, like I said, I just wanted to apply as much damage as possible, as fast as possible. So I've gone very heavy down the firepower tree. I wanted to make sure it kept shooting as much as possible as well. So I've gone with every cooldown node. On the survivability tree, I've used the entirety of the left-hand side of the tree. The right-hand side of the tree I see as a bit useless because there's only 2 armor hardening nodes, and that's really what I focused on down this side of the tree. So it's every armor hardening. On this side of the tree, you mostly get skeletal density, and I don't see that as very useful for most mechs. Not every mech, but most mechs, it just doesn't seem worth it, because if you've lost your armor, and your structure is exposed, you're basically out of the fight. You're basically dead, because as soon as they hit you, they're going to rip off that component and it's going to be gone. So I've ignored the mobility tree, ignored the jump jets, gone heavy down on the operations. That's to make sure every heat containment and cool run has been acquired, because again, we want this build to run as cold as possible for as long as possible. And we've got 1 point into the auxiliary tree. The reason being is because there's nothing else to put it into, and it's always nice to have an extra consumable. So I've gone with a cool shot, of course, because this is a rather hot build and it can rack up heat very, very fast. And I've gone with an artillery strike for this one, so I've got a bit of extra range damage if need be. You can swap it out for a UAV, guys, if you really want to. It's entirely up to you what you want to do with it. I don't really tend to use this that much, but it's just there as a little bit of help if need be. And also, you don't really want to close the gap too much, so the UAV is not really coming into use too often. You ideally want to be at about 500 to 400 meters away from your target, because that way you're in the optimal range for your large lasers, and obviously your PPCs can still apply their full damage as well. We could have run it with ballistics, we could have run it with a number of different things, but the PPCs I just wanted to have on there for a number of different reasons. 1, they're quite high, so you can do some sniping with them. 2, they've got extremely long range, which is really good. 3, they've got infinite ammo, and for this Catapult K2 is kind of kitted out to run PPCs. You get a nice juicy 20% velocity from the Catapult K2 for PPCs. You also get a little bit of heat generation taken off as well. You've got a -5% for heat generation caused by PPCs as well. So it's kind of kitted out to do it that way. We could have run it with snub noses, and by all means, if you want to do it that way, do it that way. I prefer not to brawl too much. I like to sort of apply damage early on and then capitalize on that later in the game, and then, you know, start focusing down the things that have already been made slightly squishy. So anyway, guys, that is the loadout. One last little thing I do want to say, actually, since we're talking about brawling, is the catapult's actually not too bad for doing it anyway. With the XL engine, I know the sides are, you know, vulnerable, and if you lose a side torso, you're dead, complete, like, instantaneous. The catapult's not too much of a problem, because if you're staring the enemy down, most of it is going to be either arms, center torso, or legs. It's going to be quite hard to hit these side torsos. And if you do want a torso twist, you can point those cannons down, yeah? If you point them down across here, that is covering, as long as you've got your arms left, that is covering the side torso. So your arms are going to absorb all the damage. So it's relatively safe, which is good. So you can brawl, even with this kind of a loadout, quite well, as you'll probably see in the games, because it tends to happen quite a lot. Anyway, guys, that is the loadout. Let's roll on into the first game, and let's just see how it does. Okay, guys, we're in the first game. We're in Rubelite Oasis. One other little thing, just make sure, I know this goes without saying really, but make sure you are hitting that override button for this build, purely because it can push the 100% for the heat, and the last thing you want to do is power down in front of someone, especially with an XL engine in a catapult. It's not exactly tanky because it's a catapult, and the fact you've got an XL engine on it is making it even worse, so just make sure you are hitting that. You can take the extra, just be careful not to go too far over it, of course, but you can take damage, because like I said, the structure is not terrible for a catapult. Anywho's, right, let's see, where's the team going? The team is splitting up quite a bit, actually. We got a bit on either side here. I've also got crumbs on my desk. I'm trying to get them off whilst, before we get into the fight. I was munching on a cookie. Okay, let's see. We want to get up somewhere high, really. But we don't want to be too far away because the large pulse lasers. And there you go. There's the combination, guys. We've got the large pulse lasers on 1, and the ERPPCs on 2. I mean, you could. A lot of you will probably think, oh, you could run Gauss rifles, or you could run autocannons on this. I do not want to put them on it, and I want to go with the ERPPCs. Purely, well, large pulse lasers because they've got a nice rate of fire and they do a lot of damage, and they do it quick. And they got infinite ammo. And I wanted to go with PPCs purely because the catapult is designed to do it. It's designed to run with PPCs. So it had to be done. Right, here we go. Let's have a look. Let's focus Charlie, shall we? Can we get a little backup at Delta 6, please? And focus Charlie as soon as you see him. He appears to have backed off. We don't need to worry about him. There's also a rifleman now at Delta 5.
Target destroyed.
Very nice. Oh, wrong button. Ah! Focus Charlie. Push, push, push. That was a bit of a risky push there. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, those rotaries. Those rotaries. I mean, we can trade with him, but we want him gone first.
Good kill.
Right, now we can trade. Turn around, get the guys behind us, down at Charlie 6. Focus the Mad Cat too. Hotel. Hit that cool shot. Mad Cat 2's open. Another kill. Kilo next. Push him. Don't let him escape. Hopefully that'll bring him back out because he powered down. Don't let the Marauder escape.
Targeting.
Oh, that is a quick assault mech. I didn't realize they were so fast.
Targeting. Target destroyed.
Another killing blow.
Targeting.
Let's do a little swap over there. There you go, another one down. Get back to the top, guys, and then take the guys out behind us.
The hostiles have already started to make a dent. Be sure to stop them.
Targeting.
We're starting to take a bit of damage here. Focus Fox, the king crab. Or any one of the two king crabs. There's one on the low ground at Echo 5, there's one in Fox 6. We appear to have something behind us as well at Delta 6. We might want to take him out first.
Targeting. Target destroyed.
Good job. That is a sad marauder. He looks very depressed.
Targeting.
Ignore the Osmonds stick.
Another one down.
Targeting.
That's a free kill now, isn't it? I should ignore him, but considering that it's basically, it's over. The game is over.
Targeting. Target
He's gone.
destroyed.
There we go. That is it. That is it for the game, guys. I mean, see how effective that is. It's not a case of the amount of damage that it applies. It's a case of how quick it applies it. It applies it so fast. And you can just keep firing and firing and firing. And it's so effective. So that's the first game, guys. We got 5 killing blows. We got 3 kill assists. 1 solo kill. 2 kills, most damage dealt. And we got 876 damage. We did do a bit of team damage. I think that was to ourselves. I think we overheated a little bit. I think I pushed it a little bit too far. But there you go. That's the first game, guys. Let's roll on to the next one and see if we can match this or beat this. It'd be great if we could beat this. Let's go.
Shutdown sequence overridden.
Right, guys. We're in the second game. We are on... For a second, I had to think. Frozen City. Frozen City. We're on Frozen City currently. What are we doing? We're doing skirmish. Okay, so in case... Wow, because we're doing skirmish. Since we're doing skirmish, guys, let's take the 4 and 5 line up on the hill, because it's easier to get into cover on this side. Let them come to us. You may have spawned over in the sort of Echo line. That direction. Echo 4-ish. But if we just take this side, the 4s and 5s. Try and push into the Echo and Delta area. Okay, we're gold. We should just hold here.
Seismic detected Echo 4, Echo 3.
No, I'll let them deal with that. Delta 4, there he is.
They get UAV up, take it down.
Don't chase him any farther. He got away. Come back.
Guys, they're going to try and push the Delta line. They'll come down that way. I'm trying to force them down there. Get ready to receive. Don't move down into the gorge, no. Stay on our side, but just get them as they come across.
Targeting.
Try and get that leg. Okay. Okay, everyone that's PPC, and let's get the guys down in the gorge now. Delta 5, focus Delta 5 area.
Destroyed.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
Targeting. Targeting.
Oh, okay. We need to get out of here. I don't want to show my side to them.
Targeting.
Trying to open that Kodiak up.
Targeting.
Experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy out there.
Missile launch.
India's open.
Missile launch detected. Targeting.
Where are you going, buddy?
Targeting.
Another one down.
Sequence overridden. Missile launch detected.
Oh, I need to watch out for that lone boat. India's open, center torso.
Targeting. 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 Targeting.
We've got the upper hand here, guys. Just push them.
Targeting.
Come on, assaults, get down here. We gotta push.
Targeting.
Try and get a better angle.
Targeting. Targeting.
Oh, okay. What's going on? Is he gonna push? Come on, he's gonna push. He's gonna get hungry, right? They're playing it very careful.
Well, we had the
Fall back,
upper
fall
hand,
back,
everyone
fall back.
held.
Try and pull them out, guys. Just come back, come back. Delta's hurting. Sun Spider.
Targeting. Targeting.
Focus the Blood Asp next, Juliet. Sorry, I can just push in. I'm gonna push in.
Targeting.
Right, I'm moving in now.
Targeting.
Blood Ass weak on his left side. Stay on his left and he can't hit you.
That torso's ready to go.
Target destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go, let's go. Keep pushing. Keep the pressure up.
Targeting.
Kilo next.
Target destroyed.
That's another one down. 2 left.
Targeting. Target destroyed.
I see him
How
down.
did I not know he was right behind me?
Wait, so what's happening? Has anyone got eyes on the last guy?
He's somewhere around.
Lima found him. Don't close the distance. He's got loads of pulse. Don't close the distance.
He did a really good job of hiding. I walked right past him. He was there.
Side torso's open. Another one down. I don't know what more to say about this build, guys. Like, people have said the K2 is a terrible mech, but when you put this on, it's just a monster. It's an absolute beast. GG, guys. 1,350. Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay, that is impressive. 5 killing blows, 4 solo kills, 1,353 damage in a K2. And people say this mech sucks. I don't know what more to say. I don't know what more to say. I mean, okay, it doesn't have a lot of hard points and you can't do much with it, in my opinion. You can't do a great deal with it. But that build is something to behold. Right, anyway, guys, that is the 2 games for today. Yeah, let me know what you think about it. So, just hopefully you did enjoy the games. Let me know what your thoughts are on the builds in the comments below. And if you want to see more, basically, head on over to Twitch, and you can follow my Twitch channel as well. I try to stream daily. I don't have a schedule, unfortunately, but I do try to at least stream daily. So yeah, I might catch you there. See you later.